Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this slideshow presentation. I want to thank those of you who are actually participating in class by watching the YouTube channel. And if you would do me a big favor and let your friends know that they should be watching it too, so that they could answer the questions and get credit. This week we'll be talking about Islam. Now, a lot of times you guys ask me, okay, is this religion class or is this social studies class? And in world history, especially early world history, religion and social studies are very closely tied. And so we're going to be talking about Islam this week. Now, I just have a few notes, so I'll be doing a lot of talking. So first, let's get an understanding of what we're talking about. We're talking about the Arabian Peninsula, which is the Far East. Um, and this is a Bedouin culture. This is a culture that the sheep are followed by the herdsmen. They're nomadic. They're not in one place. When we studied the Catholic Church had a lot of trouble trying to convert these folks because they moved from place to place. It wasn't like the church could build a building and they come to it. So um, the whole mobile nature of the Catholic Church really never took on with this Bedouin society. And the focus of the society is the oasis. There's not a lot of water out in the Arabian Peninsula, and so people have to water their sheep by going to the different oases. Um, so uh, one such oasis was in the city of Mecca, and Mecca had what was called a Kaaba. And so it had this big black box with statues, a lot of statues of a different gods, and people would come to worship at the Kaaba by encircling it. Born into the city was a young man uh, by the name of Muhammad. Okay, so Muhammad, he's called a prophet. He doesn't like this Kaaba thing, and he starts to talk out against it, and so they throw him out of the city of Mecca. They're really afraid they're going to mess up their business, so to speak, because lots of people came to Mecca to worship at the Kaaba, and if Muhammad's saying that it's not real and it's fake, these people aren't going to come. So they throw Muhammad out, and he goes to Medina, okay, and in Medina he starts to get his followers. He comes back to Mecca, and he actually throws those guys out, and when he does throw them out, he establishes Mecca as a holy place, but he smashes all the statues. And so people still come there to worship and pray, but he sets up a whole different type of religion, one that a person can pray anywhere they're at, and they pray 7 times a day. And so those regions of Arabia, those mountainous regions called the Hijaz, um, a person can have their sheep, they can pray 7 times a day. And so suddenly Islam becomes a little more organized and becomes a religion. So we'll be testing you tomorrow on this little slide right here. And we'll be talking a little bit more about the Islamic religion. And we'll be talking about nations that formed out of Islam. And so it's going to be kind of a light week for us. And the other thing is, don't forget, you got to answer my questions tomorrow. Don't forget to watch CNN 10 and answer me at cbaldwin at sacbstx.org. And I need you really to get in contact with your friends in 6th grade and let them know that they should be doing my YouTube channel. Okay? So I appreciate the help, and I hope you have a great day. Alrighty.